welcome back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel. We've got a little road trip planned for today. We're heading out to Pennsylvania. We've got a couple wood processors to drop off and some parts. So one of these is going to another YouTuber. Stick around to see. Well, Jay, we ain't in Indiana no more, are we?
We are not in Indiana.
We're in Pennsylvania. You guys might recognize some of this stuff around here. We stopped off at Matt with Diesel Creek. He's going to be picking up this 150, going to try it out for a little bit, drop it off. Also got a radiator sitting there for his army truck, and we've got another 120 to drop off later on down the way. So, and we're out on our way to auction, so if everybody's wondering about why we have such a big truck and trailer, so
Not just for these two people.
no, hopefully we get it back all later on. So Matt's going to grab the skid steer. We're going to get this thing hooked up and go from there. Let's go. Alright, we made it here with Matt. I'm sure you guys know him from Diesel Creek.
What's going on?
I'll definitely put a link in the description. I'm sure most of you know who he is. But we've got a Halverson 150 he's going to try out for the summer or so. I know you got a big old pile of wood out there. I seen when he's coming in. So, but we're going to get her hooked up. I know there'll be plenty of videos on your channel on this thing, cutting wood. So his channel will be linked below. You guys can check it out. But we're gonna walk you guys through. If you watched our previous video, we went down to Captain Cleeman's and showed you guys how to hook everything up in detail, so we're not really gonna bore you guys with that too much. It's pretty much the same setup. We do have one more electric function we have to hook up. That is for this splitter head that moves up and down. So other than that, it's the same basic principle. So we're gonna get her hooked up here. All right, we got everything hooked up for Matt here. We did have to steal a horn button wire to get the extra function to work on the splitter, so
Hopefully we got it.
we think we got everything wired up right, and we'll see what happens here. You remember how to turn the hydraulics on over here? What do you got your auxiliary set on over there? That square button down there, is it on?
It's on one way, push down, right? Yeah. Now you gotta hit this button closest to me to turn the... I think it's this button closest to me on the controller.
On your joystick to lock your hydraulics on?
Okay.
The one on this side. You got that on two-way? Detent mode? Is that detent push down?
Detent's on now.
Okay, now try it. There you go. So, everything's gonna be on that handle over there. Nothing working on it? You have to pick it. You need to pick it up first before you move that. There you go. Try to move that. There you go. You want to try to pick it up, flip it over, and check these hoses. You're good. button over there when you're done. That's off there. You're just gonna take you about 30 minutes to figure all the buttons out. Alright, Matt's out there playing in the rain. It's freaking pouring here right now. We're out here looking at all of his Army stuff. This looks familiar.
Yeah,
I know we've had a lot of Hummers. I think we brought a radiator for this dude. This is his grader, he calls Christine. There's all kinds of videos on his channel. I'm sure most of you guys know about him, but all kinds of stuff. It's freaking pouring out now.
Sneak, see how he's doing in the mud?
Yeah, there's a big learning curve. Those things. I'll wait till it quits raining, but he's over here splitting and cutting right now. Alright, Mr. Matt's been splitting some wood. As you guys can see, it's freaking pouring down rain, so I think he's going to pause these activities for a little bit. So what do you think about it, first impressions?
It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I can see it cut a heck of a lot of wood in a heck of a short time.
Yeah, once you get them figured out, they'll rock and roll. So it's freaking pouring out here. But yeah, we're going to head out of here. Hopefully you guys like this, and we're going to go on down the road. We got another processor to drop off.
Got one more delivered tonight, and
we gotta go check auction out, so we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we made it to our final destination for today. We got rained out at Matt's. I wanted to get some more footage of him cutting some logs and splitting there, so I'm gonna throw a few clips in there right now of him doing that from his channel. You guys definitely need to go check him out. Super cool guy. But we're gonna check out some of his equipment here and tonight, and then tomorrow we'll come back and see what we got. Alright, took a little peek at the stuff at the auction. We're going to unload this Halverson 120 on the customer's truck here, and then head to the hotel for the night. Alright, Jay's going over that with the customer. So if you guys don't know, we keep several Halverson firewood processors in stock. So one of the largest dealers for them. So if you guys need anything, contact us, email below. You can reach us on our website. Hit Jay up, he's our Halverson specialist. So yeah, we keep all the models in stock, 120s, 140s, grapple saws, and even come out with a new 100 too. So, but yeah, we're gonna see what we can get here tomorrow. So stick around. I'm gonna drop a trailer off. We're gonna go to the hotel and see what we can get ourselves in. You get your customer taken care of?
I think so.
You're dropping money.
I'm gonna throw it in here if it's alright.
Yep. We got our trailer unhooked. Unhooked. Well, that's it.
There we go.
Bye-bye trailer for the night. Alright, got that guy taken care of.
Yep, mission accomplished there. Second processor of the day.
Yeah. I don't know if the first one is sold.
It'll sell.
Alright, we're gonna head to the hotel. We'll be back here in the morning. we got a couple little 450Gs, they're very low hours, like 1,500 hours each. Very hard to find. Yeah, that'd be good. It don't matter. You put it over here, it don't matter. We got to chain all 4 corners of the dozer and one over the blade to be legal per DOT. One more with that other blade. I gotta go pay. Did you sell this dozer to somebody?
I tried just a little bit ago.
It happens at every single auction. You buy this stuff and load it up, and somebody comes up and wants to buy it. So I have sold it before like that, but just gotta raise your hand, I guess.
Didn't raise it quick enough.
I'm gonna go pay, and we're gonna head back to Indiana.
She used a standstill.
We didn't make it real far.
No, we're like a half a mile from the auction.
Got 7 hours to go, and we drove 5 minutes.
Check for her.
We got this. Not looking good.
No. And here we are.
What was it?
Looks like
Car farm.
looks like it was an electric car. She's going.
Now it's raining.
Now it's raining.
I need it. Did I ever say how much I hate this rain?
It's been a wet weekend.
Rain is so good.
Back to normal again.
People can't get good video footage for all the rain. Alright. We're heading westbound, I guess, huh?
Westbound and down. Over and out. West Virginia.
to Indiana.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're so close.
Is
You
that
guys
it?
can see in the bright, blinding sun.
Indiana. The question is, we're gonna make it past this scale house.
Crossroads of America, and we got a way station. Is it open? It is closed.
Oh.
We're all legal anyway, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Alright, we're gonna get on back to the shop and probably unload tonight, are we?
Let's really want to.
No, I don't think so. It's gonna be like 8:30, 9 o'clock before we get back, but we'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. Made it back safe and sound about 9:30 last night, 9:15 or so. Everything rode good, chain stayed tight and all that good stuff. So on these little dozers, anything over 10,000 pounds, like I said before, you got to tie off the four corners and you got to have one over the blade. You guys might have heard in a couple previous videos, I think Officer Hoover may try to do a video later on here after a bit this summer and go over some tie down stuff, DOT stuff. So you guys got any questions on that stuff, drop it in the comments below. And from these few videos we've been doing, we're gonna grab all those comments and try to answer them in one video for all you guys. So I know I even got a question on here, which I think I've got it covered, but like I said, all 4 points I know have to be covered. It's got a blade or bucket or something like that, has to have a chain over it too. You guys see we got a ripper on this one, and I'm just wondering if it has to have a chain on it since it's attached. I'm pretty sure it does, but I've got one chain going over this blade and that ripper, so I'm wondering if that works as, you know, covering that aspect of it. So that may be a question I asked Officer Hoover. But if you guys got any questions like that you don't know, drop them in the comments below, and like I say, we'll yank those out and go through them later on here this summer. So but I'm gonna get this stuff unchained and get her unloaded. But we picked up a couple nice one owner 450Gs. They both got like 1,500 hours on them, super low tractors. This one come from a city there in West Virginia. But plans are we're gonna probably go through these, clean these up, change fluids, paint them up. We are gonna yank the winch off and the ripper off, probably sell those separately. Those winches are worth a lot of money because you cannot get them for the G series anymore. So if you guys need that stuff, hit us up. But you can always check our website out and see what's up for sale, or keep an eye on Facebook, Instagram for current up-to-date inventory and stuff like that. So but yeah, any questions on that, drop her down below. I'm gonna get this stuff unchained. And a few people asking in the previous videos too, what kind of binders these are. These are the speed binders. I think Crosby owns them now. You can go online, buy them from a few different places. People are wondering where I got them at. I'm not affiliated with them. I did have some problems with them when I first got them, mainly due to lack of grease, so I assumed they were greased. But they were not. The inventor of the speed binders actually reached out to me. But if you guys get these things not staying tight or something like that, make sure there's plenty of grease in them. But they didn't have any grease in them from the factory, but hopefully they've since fixed that problem. But just want to let you guys know there's the logo there, built in the USA. These are rated at 9,200 pounds. I have one size smaller. These do the 3/8 to 1/2 inch. I think they make a 5/16 to 3/8. So but I like to keep these up to get my weight rating up sometimes on the bigger equipment. So All right, hopefully you guys liked a little quick ride along. It's been a busy 2 days for us. All the rain messed up a lot of video footage. We couldn't get much video at the auction. It was raining. Same way with Matt, Diesel Creek. I was hoping to get a lot more footage and just make that video about him and firewood processor and all that stuff, but there's plenty of action on his channel. Be sure to go check it out. But I'm gonna go over a couple things on these two little dozers here. You guys know, or anybody knows about the G series dozers, 450 to 650 size. They made these from 88 to 2000. The best dozer, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, that was ever made, period, by any manufacturer. These are all mechanical, no computer, the last of that generation. Super easy to work on. You guys have seen us work on them in videos and stuff, but you might notice we got two different models of 450s here. This one says 450G TC. This one just says 450G. So I had about 4 series of these things over the years from 88 to 2000. There's a few different variations, updates I did in the transmission over those series. This machine here is a direct drive. So it's kind of, when they first come out, they were all direct drive. Later on in the 90s, they come out with the, mid-90s come out with the torque converter tractor. You can still get the direct drive, but they kind of favored towards the torque converter there at the end. I personally like the direct drive better. You can tell the difference between a direct drive machine and a torque converter real quick is you'll have 4 pedals across here. You have your 2 steering pedals. This is if it's pedal steer, and you got your deaccelerator over here. The extra pedal over here is your D-clutch pedal for your direct drive transmission. So we'll step over here. This is actually a lever steer dozer. It's another option they offered, but we will not see that engine D-clutch pedal over here. Notice there's nothing there. It's just got a decel pedal. So if you guys aren't sure which one you're buying, stickers aren't on there or whatever, just look for that extra pedal over there. If you got the extra D-clutch pedal, that means you have direct drive. So what's the difference in it? Basically, you put this dude in gear. This is a direct drive one. You put it in gear, it's going to push through whatever. You try to push that brake pedal down, all you're going to do is kill the engine. So you've got full power to the transmission basically. This one here is more like your car with your automatic transmission. You put it in a gear at idle, you can push down that brake and the machine will actually stop and sit there. So a little bit smoother for the operator. You lose a little bit of power loss through that torque converter. A few more things going on with it, but these things, when they come out with these transmissions, these things shift very smooth. Get them set up right, that direct drive, in my opinion, will add another 10 horse to them pretty quick. So you ask anybody about these G series tractors, they were probably the best tractor built, period, by anyone in that era. So, but definitely John Deere's best little tractor. But you know, these things are 23 years old at the newest now, so these are getting close to 30, but they're going to stand the test of time. Unlike these, which these are good tractors of J's, but you've got electronics and all that stuff on them too. So you guys might be wondering why I said it's going to take the winch off. These winches for the G series are not produced by John Deere anymore. These winches here are pretty pricey, you guys know. Another reason I want to take this off, this is a torque converter tractor. It's also a short track. I'll explain that here in a second, but torque converter tractors and short tracks with the winch on them don't do that great if you're wanting to pull logs in the woods. If you notice, this come from a city in West Virginia. They probably never hardly use that winch, maybe to pull a truck or something out like that. You know, they just order that tractor, inspect it up. But somebody call me. So anyway, if you notice where this final drive's sitting, it's kind of sitting, the tracks are sitting back flush with the tractor back here. So we go over to this one. This is actually a long track. It's got 1 extra roller on the bottom. We got 6 rollers on this one and only 5 on this one. So if you look right here, you'll notice the back of the tractor's right there. So we've got another 6 inches of track or so, 8 inches back past in that tractor. What that's going to do, that's going to allow that a little more leverage pulling with that winch and stuff like that too. So but to add that extra roller there, and these have a different final drive on them too with the long track. You guys notice we've got an extra plate right here that we don't have in this front one. This is what they call the double reduction. A little bit stronger too. If you notice here, it's full of dirt, but it's not there. It's actually back here because that sprocket's sitting back on that long track. So long track does a couple things that makes it grade nicer. It's bounced a little better. Offsets for that winch and stuff on the back too. So Whenever the city or government ordered that thing, they probably went the cheapest route. It's still a good tractor, don't get me wrong, but it's not the perfect ideal winch tractor for sure. So we're going to yank that off because it doesn't really suit that tractor. Somebody wouldn't be happy if it go out in the woods and start pulling with that. It's going to make it ride wheelies and stuff like that. So it's better suited for a long track or a 550 or 650. So if you got a 550G in the same era, it's going to be the same identical tractor. It's basically a 450G long track, and it has another 10 horsepower in the engine. So then when it come out with the 650Gs, they're a little bit bigger frame tractor. Undercarriage and stuff's a little bit different, but the 450s and 550s are basically the same tractor. So the only difference in the 550 is they're all long tracks and had another 10 horsepower. So, and we're going to take the ripper off this one just because things are so tight buying stuff at auctions. Somebody's buying this may not want that ripper, but that ripper will fit any G series tractor, so we'll take it off and sell it separate for another machine on down the road. So hopefully that clarifies some things up. But you notice this one too, it doesn't say long track after it. A lot of times they'll say LT, which this is LT, you can see by counting the rollers down here. But they had LT and an LGP. LGP, of course, is low ground pressure. They're going to have the wider pads on them. They will always be, any LGP machine will already be a long track. It's just wider. So, but that's just basically what they call a standard track. So, and then later on in the years, John Deere had what they call an XLT, was an extra long track. It'd have another roller under there. So, but hopefully that answers some questions. Just trying to give out a little information because I know people's going to be asking why I do this and that, and there's a lot of reasons behind this stuff. So, but yeah, there's a couple low hour tractors. We're gonna run those through the shop, like I say, and clean those all up, get the leaks and stuff fixed on them, make somebody some very nice machines for sure. So, but hopefully you guys like this video. It's kind of all over the place, but we had fun. It's been a good time. So if you did, give me that hit that big thumbs up button down below. Helps me out a lot, lets YouTube know we're doing a job and we can keep doing this stuff. And you guys got any questions on the DOT related stuff, drop it down below and we'll try to do a video here later on this summer with Officer Hoover and answer all those questions. So that being said, guys, we're gonna enjoy the rest of this beautiful Friday here, and we'll see you guys next time. And be sure to subscribe too, so you don't miss out on that future video coming out with those DOT questions. So if you've not done so, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you guys know when a new video is coming out. Post 2 videos every week, every Tuesday and Friday, and sometimes there's a bonus video in there too. So